Welcome back to Studio Chatter. It doesn't take much for one woman to make a big impact in the world when she's surrounded by a group of like-minded ladies. Let's welcome Jessica Farnsworth with 100 Women Who Care to the table. Welcome.
Hi, thank you. It's great to be here.
Thanks for being here.
Yes. So I want to learn about the mission. So how the thought even came to be and where you're going.
Absolutely. So our chapter, we're actually a chapter of a larger alliance, is called 100 Women Who Care Utah Valley.
Okay.
So like I said, we're part of a larger alliance of 100 Who Care. There are about 800 chapters globally of 100 Women Who Care.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a great 100 Men Who Care, 100 Teens. You know, there's all different kinds of chapters. Kind of like a giving circle with a twist, if you will. And the intent is that we in our chapter serve local charities. We meet 4 times a year and hear from 3 local 501c3s is the requirement.
Okay.
Typically we have founders come in of those charities or directors, tell us a little bit about who they are, what they do, and their mission and how they would use a monetary impact award to benefit the people that they serve in our community. And then we vote collectively as members, and then we each commit to donating $100 to that charity. And
That day?
That day, that very day.
And you decide that night?
That hour.
That
It's an
hour, okay.
hour-long meeting, and that no more, no less. We try to be really good about that, and the intent is we have finite amounts of time and resources, but together we can do a lot in a short period of time. And so that's kind of the idea behind 100 Women Who Care.
I love that idea because I think so many of us want
to give, right?
Yeah, we're givers.
Yes.
But putting it at the right place, but then when you gather it together,
right,
then you can be so much more impactful with this larger sum maybe that you're able to
Absolutely.
benefit.
A little history. The first kind of ever meeting was started by a woman named Karen Dunnigan out of Michigan. It was in 2008, and she saw a need in her community for baby cribs. Apparently there was some injuries for infants and things of that nature that were happening because infants were sleeping in drawers in this particular community. There was just some poverty and issues. And so she thought, I can do something about this, and I can do something quickly. She told a few friends, they told a few friends, they held an informal kind of gathering, and they raised over $12,000 and were able to buy over 100 cribs for their community and mattresses. And so from that, sort of the genesis of this idea of let's get together, let's, direct our money collectively and make a difference.
And so how do people connect with you guys to share their idea? Do you have a filter system? How does that work?
You would think we would be bombarded, right?
Right.
We have a website, we have a Facebook page, we're 100womenutahvalley.com. 100 Women Who Care Utah Valley is our Facebook page. We have an Instagram. But our members really bring forward different ideas for different charities or causes that they are passionate about. And we essentially just vet them from there, and we line up 3 for each 3 months. Our next upcoming meeting is November 2nd, so just in a couple of weeks.
At what time?
11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We're actually doing lunch from 11:30 to 12. It's a great time to connect and just have that human connection. We were all virtual for a couple years there during COVID.
Yeah.
But 12 to 1 is the actual meeting where we'll hear from the last meeting's Impact Award winner. So they will share with us. And I'd love to tell you a little bit about that organization. They're amazing. And then we hear from the 3 charities that are nominated that time. Then we also vote. And then we celebrate the winner, and we're done. You go back to work or life or whatever.
So
it is.
can anyone come, or do you have to be a part of that?
No, absolutely.
100 women.
We absolutely ask our members, bring a friend, bring a sister, bring a mother, bring a husband, bring anybody.
When you're saying 100 women, that could be 80 and it could be 120.
Yeah, so we currently aren't quite at 100, we're getting there.
Okay.
I was formerly in the 100 Women Who Care Salt Lake chapter. We started that about 7 years ago. They are up to over 250 members now up in Salt Lake, and so every 3 months they are raising $27,000 to give to a local charity. So it's pretty exciting.
Okay. So tell us about your recipient from your last meeting.
Okay, so our last winner was a local organization called Aya Rises. And Ella, E-L-L-A, sort of she in Spanish.
Okay.
And the mission they have is to serve the Latino and Hispanic population youth of our community, and to help develop leadership skills, help them integrate and share culture, and retain that rich sense of heritage. And so the particular way they wanted to direct an impact award was they are starting an all-girls youth mariachi program. And so these young women are going around, and right now they're learning to play the mariachi instruments, and then they're going to play at different community events, at businesses, and just share this talent. And
I love that, keeping their heritage alive but learning something new.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And they do a lot of things. They teach leadership skills, they teach music, they teach art. But
that's specific.
They're amazing. Yeah, so I think they actually might come and play for us.
I was going to say, I would have them come play.
But our Impact Award actually enabled them to purchase some handcrafted mariachi instruments from Mexico. So it was
Which then benefits those people.
Right.
Yes.
In Mexico. And our own Tabitha's Way was a
Yes.
recipient at one point,
Yeah,
correct?
Wendy is an amazing, she's
Yes.
a member and a good friend, and at that time our membership was smaller, so our donation was a little smaller, but they are such a wonderful organization. And then we
good.
were able to go down as a group one night and volunteer at Tabitha's Way and just learn how they operate, get a
okay.
tour of the facility, and it was a wonderful experience. So Tabitha's
I love
Way is
that. In
amazing.
like small numbers you can't do, but in great
Yeah.
numbers, like what an impact you guys are being able to make.
We have the hashtag Power of 100. So, we can do some things on our own, but together we can do so much more. And benefits are amazing. Galas and dinners and auctions are wonderful, but sometimes that notion of philanthropy is a little bit intimidating and overwhelming, and not everyone feels like they can participate. But
Right.
I've had women say, for $100 every 3 months, I'll give up a couple of my lattes a week or whatnot. So-
Right, my Diet Cokes for the month.
So were you initially looking for something to give back? I mean, you've been in a Salt Lake chapter, you've
Yes.
been in this chapter now. So how did the journey begin with you?
Oh, thanks. That's a great question. So for me, I actually worked with a woman out of Vancouver, British Columbia, and there was a chapter up there. I'm like, well, what is that? I saw you posting about it. Tell me more. And so this was probably back in 2014 or 15. So I was looking for a chapter in Utah, which we didn't, there really wasn't at the time. And somehow somebody, I think in the chapter in Vancouver said, hey, we know there's something starting up in Salt Lake. Here's who you'll want to call. So I got in touch with the founder in Salt Lake. Participated there, was actually their social media manager, did their Facebook page, kind of got that membership going together. And in about 2017, with the rate that we're growing down here, the fact that we're supposed to double in population by 2050, although seems like it's going faster now. I just thought the needs of our community are going to start to burgeon. As blessed as we are, as abundant as we have things here, there are a lot of needs in our community.
I love that.
And I think it can impact like a smaller need, right? Like
Yes.
some of these bigger galas or events,
Yes.
kind of maybe a bigger type group could get that sort of funds, where I feel like this brings it down to like maybe smaller groups of
It
people
is.
that maybe need those funds that maybe never would receive them.
And some of our charities have a lot of funding or grants that are given to them, and
Right.
others are just getting started or just getting off
Right.
the ground. Joyfully Read was one of our recent winners, and they just transitioned to 501c nonprofit status. And they were one of our, they're a literacy in the community. They have tutors. They teach people of all ages how to read. So that was really exciting to see them get a boost. We've also been able to partner with Meta, Eagle Mountain, has jumped in and generously offered to do some matching to some of our winners.
Really?
That's amazing.
As well as the Schultze Family Foundation. They are affiliated with Best Buy. They have kind of aligned themselves with the 100 Alliance, and so they kind of let the 100 women chapters vet, if you will, these charities, and then you apply for this matching grant for your winner, and they will match up to half of $10,000 donation from your members. So this year we were able to start doing that and able
That's
to start
amazing.
getting a half match to go to these winners as well.
my
So it's really
gosh.
exciting to watch the momentum go.
How rewarding for you.
Yeah, it's
And
exciting.
who's on your team? Like, how many other people are helping you
So we
do
have a
this?
steering committee.
Okay.
And I have some amazing partners. And we have, it's so neat to see all walks of life come together. It's,
Sure.
you know, we've got lawyers and business owners and stay-at-home moms and young and, you know, retiring. It's just really fun to see everybody coming together. So we have this amazing steering committee of about 5 or 6 of us. You wouldn't think it's that much work, but it actually is.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
I imagine.
Sounds like it.
And then we have, we're pushing about 75 members right now.
Okay.
So we're just looking for more members so we can
members.
give more.
So our
Awesome.
viewers, how can they find
Yes.
you?
Yeah,
Facebook?
So Facebook, 100 Women Who Care Utah Valley, just search us, or 100womenutahvalley.com, the number 100. Our next meeting, like I said, is coming up November 2nd. You can register from either of those spaces at the Sapria building in Lehigh, which was formerly the Unique Foundation. It's the Defend
Okay.
Innocence building.
Awesome.
So, yes.
Thanks for being here
Thanks
with
for
us.
coming. Good luck.
Absolutely, thank
It's a
you.
perfect time of year to give back and
Yeah.
to start that.
It's
So
been
thank
great
you.
to be here. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jessica.
Coming up next, we'll hear the story about one woman's battle with breast cancer. Stay with us to find out more.